California State University San Bernardino's new Recreation Center is a great place to experience indoor rock climbing.
We provide all the stuff that you need, the harness, shoes, belay devices, ropes, everything, even chalk balls. So everything is provided here, so you don't have to go out and buy anything new. The staff's here to help, here to teach you all the skills that you need, whether it's belaying, top roping, even movement clinics. We have all sorts of stuff so that you can get started here on campus and come without any knowledge and just a desire to go.
I use this for strength training because it's controlled environment. I'm not going to fall very far. I mean, the walls are kind of high, but they're not that high. And so I can use it to build up the strength to be outdoors.
For you, what are the advantages of indoor rock climbing?
It's close. I don't have to drive anywhere. I can walk down from my office, or in between breaks. If I'm teaching a class at 2, I can come in from 12 to 2 and climb and then go to class. And it's just fast, it's efficient. It's really nice that they have the wall here. It makes it a lot of fun.
To find an indoor rock climbing place near you, search online or visit your local REI store. For Local Matters, I'm Maureen Barley.
Well, collegiate figure skating is really nice because a lot of times, kids skate all through high school, they work so hard, and then they feel like if they want to pursue an education, unfortunately they have to kind of leave skating behind. And I'd say probably in the last about 5 to 10 years, collegiate skating has started to grow.
As these skaters attempt to balance school and skating, it's oftentimes very difficult. One possible solution would be the formation of a collegiate figure skating team at a local university, such as Cal State San Bernardino or Riverside Community College. There isn't any word on the likelihood of this happening, but as the coaches here have said, the feasibility of it is very possible.
If they can push towards the school to start up a program, like a college program that does courses at the rink, we're not that far from the college. When I first started teaching in Stockton, UOP out there had a college class, and I actually taught some classes for the college kids out here, and we had so much fun.
The sport of figure skating can be very fun, but sometimes the ice can be a tad bit unforgiving. As we've seen, the likelihood of the formation of a collegiate figure skating team is very possible. We talked to Tammy Gamble, one of the world-class coaches here at Icetown Arena in Riverside, and she says the feasibility of this rink becoming a catalyst for such a venue is very possible.
For those of you who boot, scoot, and boogie and enjoy the toe-tapping tunes of country, the Branding Iron in San Bernardino, commonly known as the BI, plays an assortment of country music several nights a week and offers dance lessons to the public. Not only that, but the BI is a saloon and dance hall that includes enjoyment for the entire family. For all of you who like to add a little spice to your step, Sevilla Nightclub in Riverside offers live entertainment, 2 dance floors, and drink specials all night long. Sevilla Nightclub is a restaurant in the day and offers a salsa step-in club at night. For a variety, In Cahoots in Riverside is a great place to enjoy several genres of music. In Cahoots plays anything from hip-hop, rap, techno, to 80s style music, appealing to just about anyone's taste.
I'm Bob Harris, president of the Decorative Concrete Institute. We use a wide variety of different mixing paddles and mixing drills depending on the material that we're trying to mix. Now, for small batches of epoxies and polyurethanes, you can use a traditional cordless drill like this, for example, but then once you reach a certain grit, what we do is we switch over to a different type of diamond, and this is called a resin bond diamond. And what that means is the diamond is suspended in a resin matrix, whereas on the equipment here, we have a diamond that's suspended in a metal matrix. So this is more for coarse grinding. This is kind of a unique system. On this large machine, this is a 4-headed machine, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you'll notice that while these spin a certain direction, the main plate spins the opposite direction. So this is kind of a unique machine. Also, this manufacturer has what we call a quick release for their diamonds. So basically, the diamonds pop right off, and so they're easy to change in and out. Now, if you've ever watched a good airbrush artist, whether they're painting a high-end car or a motorcycle tank, for example, they'll always have the air pressure spraying. And then what they'll do is they'll gently spray back or pull back, and that's what releases the material out. You've got your pressure valve here. That's going to dictate how much pressure you spray with. And then back here, you've got the spray pattern. So if I adjust it clockwise all the way, it's going to spray in a conical fashion, whereas if I go counterclockwise, it's going to spray in a fan pattern. This device right here simply determines how far back you're going to squeeze the trigger. So this regulates that. It's threaded on, so when it comes time to clean these tools, make sure you do a very thorough job of cleaning everything inside. You'll see here we have a little filter. It's not uncommon for something to get caught up in the filter. Make sure that you clean that as well. As you work with this tool, a couple of observations when using these tools. It is a high-performance, air-driven tool, so there's a lot of vibration when using these tools. You can see that these tools have a series of little needles, and this is what fractures the concrete away. So a common use for this would be to pre-stain areas, whether you're using a reactive acid stain, or in many cases, you can use a water-based stain for bright, vibrant colors. That would dry, and preferably you would even consider sealing it, and then you simply stand on top of the pre-made stencil and you weight it down with your feet, and once the air is going, you keep the tool moving in a kind of a non-directional fashion. If you stay in one area too long, certainly you're going to engrave too deep and you're going to expose the coarse aggregates, so be careful. It does take a little practice. When working with these tools, don't overlook the importance of safety. You're working with an air-driven, high-performance tool. The majority of the time, I'll use what we call a continuous rim blade, meaning there are no segments into it. I find that I get a much smoother cut when using the continuous rim. Look at the quality of the diamond that you're using. That's very important. Regardless of the tool that you use, safety is not a game. Remember, at a bare minimum, proper eye protection, proper ear protection. When you spend a career of using tools like this that have a high pitch from the engine, it could really damage your eardrums. One last tip, look at wearing steel-toe boots. The last thing that you want to happen is to have your boot get caught, or your foot get caught in between the vibratory plate compactor and the form. So steel-toe boots work great. We've got what's called a crack chaser blade. This is used for making or creating a V groove in your concrete. This is really great for free-form art. A lot of times I might try to create vines or a leaf in the concrete, and this is very effective for creating the V groove or a wide joint. Sometimes in the unfortunate event that your concrete mix comes out with a harsh mix, meaning a lot of coarse aggregate, despite ordering the proper mix, we will use this tool called the tamp, sometimes referred to as the jitterbug. And all we're trying to do is embed the aggregates down and bring some of the cement paste up so we can get a good nice finish on it. Remember, to get the most out of your tools, use them properly, and more importantly, use them safely. I'm Bob Harris.